I shot a 99 on Saturday, and it was just a weird feeling 99 because I obviously I hit bad shots if it was at a 99, but there were a lot of them where it's like just barely rolled into the water, or like
That's the worst.
Like I
when
hit,
it just barely rolls into the water.
well, it's a different. You can't tell me it's not a different feeling when you hit. And it just like it 4 hops into the water and just rolls in. Then when you just hit it directly into the center of the water.
I think I'd rather hit it directly into the. I'd rather start the pain earlier than like have a glimpse of hope that it lands short, but it doesn't. It trickles in.
God, I don't know. I like holding on to that hope. Like maybe.
I just want to get it over with. Just fucking splash so I can tee another one up and get on with my round.
Yep. Instead of driving up and you're like, maybe it stayed in, maybe it stayed in. Fuck.
But there's always that like little bit of like pride you can have, and it wasn't an atrocious shot.
Yeah,
like I'm still thinking the whole way there's a chance that it's still there.
See, like that was exactly it. Like I was just choosing the wrong club. I didn't hit a bad shot. Like I just had too much club in my hand and I would go into the water, or like I didn't play my draw enough, you know. And it, like nothing was major. Like I didn't have a snap hook. I'd had a nice draw the whole day, and I just ended up in the water one too many times, barely.
One too many being how many?
I went in the water quite a bit.
What course, by the way?
Village Green. There's fucking water on every goddamn hole.
I made a pledge to myself, a vow to myself,
An oath.
Yeah,
an oath to myself.
You swore it
I swore to myself
on your ancestors.
Probably, I don't know, 3 years ago that I would never play there again, and I haven't.
I mean,
because of that fact right there.
We counted it. Like we had a buddy who had never played it before. He's like, "There's a lot of water on this course," and I made the joke like, "There's water on every fucking hole." And I was like, "Wait a second, is there water on every hole?" There's 2 holes of the 18 that don't have water. They're both par 3s.
And you know, people are probably thinking like, "Well, just don't hit it in the water." It's like,
I tried not to.
What do you think we're doing? When you see water, it naturally just gets in your head.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a few like actually just really bad shots. One of them, the first tee, I whiffed, completely missed the ball, completely
Over the top, inside, outside.
Just wait. First drive, I shanked it. So I'm like, all right, breakfast ball off the tee, whiffed, completely missed it inside and up, and then did it again. 2 full misses. And then was like, what the fuck am I doing? This is embarrassing. There's people watching. And then I fucking piped what would have been my 4th swing. Just a great drive right in front of the sand, 30 yards out from the green. And
so, you know, like, because similar situation when I completely missed the ball at Pine to Palm and then chipped in.
Mm-hmm.
So that only counts as like,
in
it
regular
doesn't count
golf,
as a penalty, does it?
it would technically.
So you'd be like one OB, 2 back in, and then your whiff shot.
3
so that
whiff,
would be your
4
third
whiff.
shot. 3 whiff.
Yep.
You whiffed twice.
Yeah, I just said that. I whiffed twice.
So would it be 3 whiff and then 4 back on the tee?
I don't
Even
think
though
so.
it's not technically
I think it's just the stroke.
I
Gotcha.
think it's just the one. Yeah.
Yep, it's just
Okay.
a stroke. So realistically, this is it's fucking bullshit rule. No one made me count it, by the way. Realistically, I would have been laying 5,
Sure.
But-
Off the tee.
but we counted it laying 1 because the first one was my breakfast ball, and there was 0 contact made on the next 2 whiffs.
Just really bad practice swings.
Yeah, super bad practice swings. My kid laughed at me. He giggled after the second whiff.
You might just need to start hitting driver off the turf.
Maybe. I mean, but I was missing above it, and I had it like it teed up as high. The third one, or the one I finally made contact, I just ignored all of my swing thoughts and like, I'm just going to swing as hard as I possibly can.
Yeah, that's what Trevor told you to do.
Yeah, It worked.
Yep.
And then I dicked it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just play it like an iron shot. I know they're completely different swings, but fuck, just maybe if you whiff twice again, just plop it off the tee and just hit it off the ground.
Yeah, luckily it didn't happen again for the next 17 holes because that was embarrassing as shit. It's possibly one of the most embarrassing things you can do in golf.
How, like you said, people were watching. How many? What do you mean by that?
There was like a group and a half waiting for their turn to get on the tee. So it was like 4 old guys and then 2 younger dudes all watching, plus my friends and my child. That's just one thing you never want to do as a father. Just whiff a drive in front of your kid.
Yeah, I mean,
To make it feel better though, out on that first hole, you've got water on your left, driving range on your right,
and water straight ahead.
Because
it wraps around a little dog leg, right?
my little shank off the tee was the only ball in play out of our entire group. So, I mean, obviously we all took breakfast balls, but after the first initial 4 drives, my shank off the tee was the only one in play.
Didn't you say you piped one?
Yeah, my breakfast ball. But our first 4 actual drives, one went in the water, 2 went in the driving range, and mine shank dribbled off the tee and was the only one technically playable.
Yeah, it's just diabolical to have water on the first tee, especially when, I mean, they do have a range there, so you can go hit range balls, but we don't hit range balls.
No, I did hit the practice green though.
I mean, I think you guys pay rent. I got a mortgage to pay for. I can't be spending $1,500 on a bucket of range balls. So yeah, you hop into the first tee and then they punish you with water exactly in the spot that we normally hit it.
Every single hole.
Don't hit it in the
I honestly,
not that easy.
This might be a wild take. I honestly think my score would have been better if I played blues. I would have been short of the water so many times.
Yeah, I mean, you run into instances like that a lot where, I don't know, par 3, or like if you shoot one deep on a par 3, it's like, fuck, I could have moved back 10 yards and been pin high.
Like there were like 4 instances where off the tee I went into the water, barely. That
dribbled.
I would have been perfectly dry if I had played 10 yards or 20 yards back on blues.
Now, how do you guys determine what ball you're going to play first off the tee? You usually play a ship ball, or do you play like your go-to?
I play my go-to regardless.
First swing?
Yeah.
Sure.
I know. Go to whatever one I pull out of my bag first, honestly.
I play a go-to.
Yeah,
I play my go-to until proven otherwise.
100% agree.
See, I play my shit ball until proven otherwise.
Really?
Oh yeah, because again, the first tee is, I mean, you guys, I'm not lying. There's probably 50% of first tee shots that I do not find.
That's insane.
I mean,
it's a wild stat. And I'm not even joking.
You got to heat up then.
I got to heat up.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to get off the shit ball first tee train essentially, and I got to start with the go-tos. Maybe that's why I can't hit my first one off the tee.
Maybe I gotta switch it up.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I have to just go with the go-to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's. I mean, so I shot those really good 2 good rounds, my 2 best rounds of the summer, and now even then I can't fucking get off the first tee. I don't know what it is.
That's why the breakfast ball exists.
No, 100%.
Yeah, you're good.
100%. And if you're not hitting range
what's your
balls,
percentage on breakfast ball getting off the tee?
80.
Perfect.
Because I would love, I want to go out sometime and play 2 balls, but record the second ball score. Because I guarantee, obviously, right? You feel what you did wrong on that swing, or you feel you might have lined the putt up like.
Putting for sure is going to be the biggest
Putting
difference.
is going to be the biggest thing. But okay, so do you guys think, like if you went out right now, played your first round with 2 balls and recorded the second one, you think you could shoot your best score?
I think I would. Yeah, I do. I think I'd get really, really close, if not beat it.
Do you think you could break 80? Because so you've never broken 80.
Yeah, I've 83 is my personal best.
Do you think you could break 80 playing the second ball score?
No, not right now, because I'm not even fucking sniffing 83 this year.
Okay.
Yikes.
All right.
So like from every shot you take, you hit your first and you hit your second and always take your second.
Always take the second. Yep.
Probably, honestly. I think I could break 80.
Like my summer best this year is a 91. So I don't think I'm sniffing low 80s or 70s, even with second ball.
Maybe that's what you're missing though.
I mean, it could be. I would love to be wrong. I absolutely, but that was the best golf I was ever playing, was when I shot the 83.
Sure. No, I mean, no, it makes sense. I just thought I had.
No,
and I feel like it's more of it's like a twosome type of deal, or like a solo type of deal. Yeah.
Speaking of, so I want to bring up like, what is the most embarrassing thing that can happen to you on the golf course? Because I think it happened to one of my buddies this weekend. So my kid was golfing with us, and I've told you guys this. He gets to hit a drive, and then he picks it up through the fairway. Then he gets to hit putts. So he had a drive on 18 holes, and there were 2 holes where he outdrove one of my buddies.
Oh
No.
My 4-year-old son outdrove him on 2 holes.
What tees was your kid playing from? The same as you guys?
He played whites, yeah, because
Yeah, it's
he
not like
wasn't
you're
playing the
gonna
whole
bring him up
hole.
to the juniors so he can just still hit it 15 yards.
Yep. So playing whites, yeah. And there was a couple times he fucking got a hold of it. Like it was still like a 45, 50 yard drive, which is really, really good for him. But then my buddy couldn't get off the tee. And so legitimately, we'd have to go pick up he was in the cart with us. We'd have to go pick up my buddy's drive and then go pick up my kid's drive.
No.
What'd your buddy think?
I mean, right away, it was like, I'm not going to say much. And then it happened a second time and I had to make fun of him. And he took it well.
Which one, Rick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I figured it was Rick. I would say something that like it doesn't happen too often, but it happened to you at the Meadows a couple years ago when you hit a ball. When you hit a ball that hits somebody's house or their deck.
Oh,
or
yeah.
like right up into their yard and they happen to be outside. The drive of shame, either like right up to the OB to like maybe survey the situation to see if you can go get it, or just the drive past without even looking in that direction.
You're like kind of side-eyeing a little bit.
Yes. If my ball even sniffs, 10 feet, 10 yards from somebody's house, I'm just going to drive. I'm going to keep driving.
Great bit that I
gonna keep
started.
driving.
This is perfect. You said this great bit that I started this weekend. Same buddy was in a couple yards, and I turn on the Mission Impossible music every time he had to run.
That is good.
Good.
Yeah, it keeps it lighthearted.
Yep.
Make a joke out of it. But yeah, that is.
It's-
it's just like the walk of shame when you're
walking
I
down
don't
the
know.
sidewalk with your shoes in your hands.
exactly. Exactly.
It's not as bad, obviously, when the homeowner can't see you, but it's still embarrassing.
When you did it, when you at the Meadows, when you hit that lady's deck, she was outside.
So I didn't hit her deck. I hit her neighbor's deck.
Oh,
she was out on her deck, and we thought it hit her house. And I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. She's like, it's fine. Hit the neighbor's house. And I was like, fuck, do you know where my ball is? She's like, right there. But it was still super embarrassing to go talk to her after that.
Some homeowners will fuck with you too, and they'll put like a fake golf ball or like a like a plastic golf ball or a foam golf ball in their like a little island landscaping or something like that in their yard. You guys know those staplers or like the packs of gum where if you like try and staple or you pull the piece of gum out, it shocks you.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Yep.
shock devices. Having a golf ball shock device would be fucking awesome. You would get so imagine trying to pick this ball up and like, I don't know, let's just take them, I'd say go in the clubhouse and find like what popular ball that they have, which I'm assuming is being played the most at that course. Print one of those logos on there and just fucking hook that baby up. You could sit inside and die laughing.
I think golf pranks like that, there's a lane for that. Like, remember,
sure.
You know that trend of parents being like, hey, buddy, will you go get me some toilet paper? And then they have chocolate on their hands. So they like wipe.
Yep.
You could like set golf balls around with chocolate smeared on the backside. So people think they pick up a shit ball.
Oh my God.
And you just like hidden camera it.
Poop ball.
Because like I would never actually give somebody a shit ball.
Well, you could also just
Just put like Nutella on it.
just like once a week, grab a fresh pile of your dog's shit.
I can't.
Put it out towards the course and then put a ball on top of it.
See if anyone grabs it.
Yeah.
I think
Would you grab it?
If it was dry, I would grab it. I would fucking pluck that thing off, throw it in the ball washer. You're good to go.
Yeah, you could throw it in the ball washer. And
I
be
think of
fine.
how much goose shit your ball hits there out around.
That is true.
That would be embarrassing. Is like realizing you have dog shit on your hands after trying to snag a ball. So,
Trevor, what embarrasses you? I feel like a lot more embarrasses you than the rest of the world.
For sure, like going to the opposite fairway to go hit your ball, and you're like, "Excuse me, I was gonna come sneak by." And like whenever I do it,
how do you do it? Yeah.
it's like I wait for them to like either pass or like they hit their shots, and I like almost jog, just sprint over there, hit it, and then jog straight back into play.
As long as they know, you want them to know you're hustling.
You guys remember at Pine to Palm last year when my drive went onto the parallel holes green?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it went
Done
on,
that.
it went onto like the second cut of the green, so I
Yep.
could still hit an iron off of it. And there was I had to wait for the guys on the green to stop to
Finish putting.
It was
Awkward.
and well,
You still birdied that hole, didn't you? You hit a really
no,
good
I
shot.
parred. I missed my birdie putt. Yeah, I hit a fucking like one of the best shots I've ever hit.
Perfect lie on the wrong green.
Yeah, perfect lie. I would say another embarrassing moment that I've encountered multiple times is when you hit a shot, whether it's a tee shot or an iron shot, when you hit a shot onto another hole's tee box with other people up there. So it's like, normally it's like behind them, right? So you're like kind of trying to be quiet or like find a little lane where you can hit back onto your fairway or back into the green, while also not trying to distract the other guys from hitting their tee shots. It's just like, hey, Yep. Also, on that same note, if you have to ask another group if they saw a ball come over in this
Yeah, that
direction,
sucks.
and it's like they know immediately that it's a shitty shot, and they say nope, didn't see one over here. Like fucking A. Well, now I'm just gonna sit here and soak in my own embarrassment and probably not even find the ball.
It's like no one. Have you ever went up there and they actually knew where it was? It's never happened to me. Every time I've ever asked a group like, "Hey, did you see a Callaway 4 come in through here?" And they've never said yes to me.
No, for sure.
It's probably in their fucking pocket.
Probably.
If I see someone's ball land like in my general direction, if I'm still there and they're coming over my way, I'll tell them, hey, it's like right over in that area. Because I would want someone to do that for me too,
Yeah, it just never happens for me, man.
Pretty crazy feeling though when you pull up on a group, you don't even have to say a word and they go, Callaway 3, right over there.
That's almost
great.
just as embarrassing though.
It is, but
Say, yeah, that's me.
sorry.
Yep, that's me. Bet you're wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Yeah. I don't know. Any interaction with other groups that is like outside of the bev cart or something like that, or waiting on a tee box to go ahead and hit. It's never pleasing.
Another one that's super fucking embarrassing. You're on the tee box. There's a group out in the fairway. This is an obvious low-hanging fruit one. There's a group out in the fairway, and there's another group at your tee box. They're like, is this guy gonna fucking hit? And be like, I don't want to hit that group. And then you shank one or hit a shitty shot 10 yards. There's just like nothing feels worse than wasting all that time waiting for that group to clear, and then you hit a bad shot.
Yeah. I mean, speaking on percentages again, I think my percentage of hitting a good shot that potentially could have reached the next group is probably in like the 10 to 15% range.
Yeah, but you can't risk that, That's still
No,
too
definitely
high.
not. Because like the one time you do hit that good shot, it's like, fuck. Well, we just avoided an altercation right there.
We're like,
So-
there's a question for you. Are you a bigger piece of shit for making the group behind you wait a bunch while you wait for that group to clear out and you hit a bad shot after that? Or are you a bigger piece of shit for assuming you're not going to get it to them, but you do, and you hit into that group in front of you?
You're a bigger piece of shit if you're hitting into the group in front of you.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, regardless of your percentage, your success rating, you have to wait that out. But I think, yes, a majority of it is like it's getting in your own head about not wanting to hit the group. But secondly, it's like it throws off your momentum. Because if you sit there and you got to wait and wait and wait, like you can't really get into that groove and continue to,
Especially
keep
just
hitting shots.
standing on the tee box, like just sitting there waiting. So I've started
You lose
to just
focus.
Yep. I just started taking 4-iron or hybrid off the tee just to get out of it. Like screwdriver, just go hit so then I don't have to wait.
Mm.
The more
So-
you wait, the worse it's going to get. So
That's actually,
I like that,
I
actually.
mean, yeah, in terms of court, like if it's off the tee box, just clubbing down, something that if anything would roll 30 yards, 30
Yep.
yards from them.
those
That's actually
40
not a bad
yards
idea.
isn't going to make a difference. So it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, it may not help the course management, like depending on what hole you're playing, but still, that's keep the pace of play going.
and
I actually
no
don't mind
audience behind you, no pressure. It's just,
Yeah.
just go rip it.
Yep.
I dig that out of you, Trevor. Also, welcome back to episode 201.
201.
That's fucking sweet.
Yeah. I mean, 200 episodes. My wife asked me the other day, she's like, how do you guys come up with something to talk about every single week? I'm like, well, we're 200 episodes in and we have yet to fail with coming up something to talk
Sometimes we just sit down and start talking and we'll find it.
Yeah, we'll find it along the way. It's been 200 episodes. So
just to kick off the new era, I would like to episode 201. We have lost another producer.
wow.
Jake is gone.
But never forgotten.
We called him the cockroach because we thought he could never die. Jake is no longer on the podcast.
He'll be back.
Probably. Noah is sitting in Jake's chair. It is no longer Jake's chair. Noah, it's your chair. Welcome.
Jake still works here.
He does.
He's not gonna so
Just kicked him off the pod.
Normally, if we lose a producer, it means that they don't work here anymore.
No, not this time. First time, actually, right?
Yeah. Well, Jared did the one. Jared still works here. But presented by Nicolay Law.
We are.
Only the best.
Yep. And I wonder if anyone would know if they're able to sue us for what I just said about Jake dying, it would be Russell at Nicolay Law.
For sure.
He would know if that was a workplace injury or not, mental or physical.
Yes. And yeah, people only think about the physical work injuries, but it's the mental too.
And we did bully Jake sometimes.
We did. Yeah. I mean, he was great to bully. So big shoes to fill. No, I tend to bully every once in a while in a playful manner.
What do you have to say to that?
Well, it's a good thing this is a podcast.
Yeah, come on, dude.
For a response with that.
Nicolay's he's pulling out of the podcast now because you stopped talking in his ad read.
Okay, continue on, Tyler.
Noah now is going to call Russell Nicolay and talk about his mental injury he just got on the podcast.
Mental pretzel.
And Russell, sorry, but you're my lawyer, so you can't represent Noah.
Yeah, no, I get that. You have a guy.
A guy. Russell is my guy, and he could be your guy too. Head to russellnicolaylaw.com, not russellnicolaylaw.com, just nicolaylaw.com, and find out if he can help you out. I'm sure he can.
Also, quick update for the Double Bogey Show. We went 200 episodes posting on Wednesdays. In this new Jakeless era, we're gonna be posting Thursdays.
Yes.
So you're probably, some people might, I'm surprised I didn't get a text from my mom this morning because I get a text every time the podcast didn't go up on a Wednesday.
Did we lose your mother as a listener?
Maybe, but every time it wasn't up Wednesday morning, she texted me to say, "Hey, is there a podcast this week?" I'm surprised I didn't get that text.
You might want to call her.
Dude, we're Jakeless for one episode and we lost your mom. Was Jake her favorite person on the pod?
I don't know. It's a good question. But yeah, Thursday mornings. When you wake up, it'll be there.
Yes.
So,
I mean, it's 24-hour delay. You guys are fine. You're fine with the Thursdays. Maybe you can listen to us on the course. Maybe you got a Thursday morning round.
Sounds nice. In the world of professional golf, Scottie Scheffler does it again. Gold medal, which I would probably put up potentially above the 2 Masters wins. It's a really tough one because I saw the stat too that obviously like a majority of athletes don't get paid, but some of them get incentives for winning medals or winning gold medals or whatever it may be. So Scottie Scheffler winning the gold medal, I believe he made $37,000 from the U.S. Olympic Committee.
Yep.
So
this is the smallest payday he's ever gotten.
Yeah, unless we go all the way back to like, I don't know, fucking amateur golfer, like when he was trying to work his way up. I don't even know what Scottie's path was. To
Me either. He just showed up and started beating everyone.
Well, and the cool thing is that when he showed I feel like his first glimpse of how good of a player he was at the Ryder Cup when he beat John Rahm in the 1v1 stroke play. And
then he won the
match play.
Waste Management not long after that, which we were in attendance of.
And we were on the hole at the Ryder Cup at Whistling Straits that Scottie ended the round on.
Hell yeah.
So that was kind of sweet. But yeah, he wins a gold. Obviously super emotional.
Dramatic fashion too, dude. To go 9 under on the last day is crazy.
Dude, like nobody's safe.
No.
I think he purposely lurks like within the top 10, top 15. And then Sunday rolls around and I don't know what it is, but you know, there's Sunday red now. Can there possibly be a new era of Sunday Scottie?
I mean, it's looking like it. I mean, it is a perfect mixture of Scottie played his fucking ass off and a lot of the leaders choked. I mean, just being completely honest.
For sure.
But
I mean, Fleetwood he was tied with Scottie on going into 17 and went bogey par to lose to take
well, and
seconds.
Xander going 2 over after basically leading the entire tournament.
Mhm.
Yep. The former Olympic gold medalist.
Olympic gold medalist. He's got his one.
But now the U.S. has back-to-back gold medals.
For the first time in a long time, correct?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you.
But anyway, a couple months back, Jake and I had a take that, I mean, Scottie just buried. We said that if the live golfers were playing with them, that Scottie would have less wins. I don't know if that's true anymore. After that performance on Sunday was just incredible.
Yeah, and I mean, I stuck to my guns. It's good to have you over on my side.
I don't know if I can. I just don't know if I can with the way he just showed up. He's like, I don't care what place I'm in. This is my gold medal. It was one of the coolest performances. It was one of the only events that I was able to watch while it was happening. Because all the other ones are super early in the morning.
Yeah, I've been watching ping pong at night, and I thought I used to like watching ping pong, but I don't know. There's just
it's so sweaty now.
It's sweaty and
it's hard to follow.
The points don't last that long.
No,
they maybe last like 2 back and forth volleys, and then it's done. Which I get it. These guys are insane at ping pong, but there's nothing better than like a good back and forth 10-sided volley.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
You ain't seeing that. It's just there's more non-playing than there is playing.
Yeah, it's more breaks in between because, like you said, I think they try to get too fancy because a lot of them are just them missing the table.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's not a lot of people scoring in a scenario of my forehand. It's in play, and then Noah just shanks it. It doesn't happen a lot. It's like me trying to get fancy, then I just miss the back corner of the table.
Yeah. I'd put myself up there as one of the better, average Joe ping pong players. I honestly don't remember last time I lost. But if I were to play against one of these guys, they would blank me every single game unless they made the mistake to allow me to score a point.
Yeah, I think the only way any one of us scores is if they fault twice on a serve. Or if they get one in play, I can't get it back to them.
Yeah, or if they blast one over the back of the table, they're at the end of the table.
Yeah, but you'd have to return a serve for that to happen.
I know.
Yeah, or they get too cute and just hit the net and falls on their side. That's the only way.
Yep.
Yeah, but they get one let, so they'd have to do that twice.
No, well, you serve to them and then they.
Yeah. They'd try and smash her off the bat.
Yeah,
they wouldn't even have to. They could just stand in place and beat us. They wouldn't have to move their feet.
Yeah, it'd be insane.
U.S. never won a medal in table tennis. Ever.
No.
Sad.
No, absolutely
We got to change that, guys.
not for many years.
We got to start a table tennis podcast. Get some more eyeballs on it.
Start training.
I'm wondering when pickleball is going to be introduced into the Olympics.
I think they're
probably
trying to
any
next
day.
year.
Are they?
Or the next time it goes
4
around.
years.
Yep.
We got
Interesting.
pickleball. I mean, it's incredible that cornhole is not already an Olympic sport.
Cornhole would be another good one. In the golf world, as an Olympic sport, I would like to see men and women 2v2. So let's say Scottie and Nelly Korda against I don't know.
Women's is going on right now. I can find somebody.
I'm gonna be honest. She's the only.
You don't know
female
Rosang, but she's
Rosang.
American.
Oh, okay.
She's American.
Okay. Well, then
And
let's say
you can't not it's no competition right now though. If it's Nelly and Scottie,
for sure,
it's game over for the rest of the
fucking
world.
Game over. And
But I'm 100% with you on that. I think the Olympic golf needs more events.
Yeah.
Not just individual men and women's. Think about a team portion of it, right? So how many guys for each country it's 4 or 5?
4, I think.
Okay, so
the U.S. had 4. So it's 4.
so 4 individuals are playing for an individual medal, right? Then you can open it up for 4 more people from your country to play in some sort of team portion.
Kind of like people, the track team, you got guys who run the 100 and 200, and then you have different guys that run the 400 and 4x400
Right. Just
relay, whatever.
different events, right? Like you have for gymnastics, you've got your team for the all-around team competition, and then individuals can also compete in different individual events, right? Like the pommel horse dude that everyone loves, Steve.
Dude, okay, yes, that's a great point. That gives me a thought of, imagine if like if they could pick one guy to just hit drives.
Yeah.
So like they get Bryson DeChambeau in there just to hit tee shots 350 plus.
Right.
Or they get Kyle Berkshire in there to fucking blast one on the fairway.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could have a scramble portion or some sort of team portion of the Olympics where the teams are your country has one team and not 4 individuals. And the team is like the US could get fancy and bring in Kyle Berkshire onto their scramble team just to have that long ball.
Dude, and what if they did it where like they had one guy per let's say per shot. And what I mean by per shot is one guy hits every tee shot, one guy hits every iron shot, one guy hits every wedge shot, and one guy putts. So you could choose the best out of the best iron player, the best putter, the best driver, the best wedge player, make one team out of it and play the competition that way.
I think we should attempt that.
So
That'd be
Scottie
insane.
Scheffler.
Scottie,
Just
wins all
Scottie
of it.
by himself.
Yep.
Yeah. and you obviously like you can go based off, like putting percentage and greens and regulation and fairway, shit like that. But that would be kind of electric.
I think we should try that as casuals at some point.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine the pressure of being the putter though?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God.
So
Yeah.
your 3 teammates' shots, say like on a par 5 or something like that, your 3 teammates' shots have preceded you and you gotta bury the putt to finish it and you 2-3 putt or whatever. It's like
Like you're sitting there.
not
with
only mad at you, you're mad at like you can be mad at yourself and then your team's also mad at you. It's like
Well, I think the iron guy is probably the most important because he's also playing the par
He's
threes.
giving you birdie ops and eagle
For sure.
ops.
Yes, he's teeing off on the par threes.
Your 2 most important people are the driver and the putter. Putter might be the most important.
Yeah, I think you can get away with being a bad iron one because like your wedge guy could be a absolute stick and just stuff every green when you miss a green.
Yeah.
I think irons you have a little more leeway to like missing where the rest don't.
I think for your putter, you don't necessarily have to pick the person with the best putting percentage. You pick the person with the most fucking ice in their veins.
The most dog in them.
Yeah, the person with the biggest dog in them.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not,
The biggest what?
that's not where I thought that was going.
You want that dog on the green. You don't want
we get that pole vaulter then. You see that pole vaulter?
Armand.
Was it a world?
No. Not the guy that set the world record, but the dude with the big dick that hit the pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him being like, imagine training your entire life for this one moment and your huge dong is the thing that ruins it for
Well,
you.
he did
Could
an
it be
interview
me?
and he's like, it's really a big disappointment was his quote on it.
Yeah, he's getting a bunch of chicks now. He's
He
fine.
leaned into it. It's funny.
Oh, he's probably having a blast in Olympic Village.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that you'd have to pick like who would we I mean, Tiger doesn't have to walk that much. We all know that the man is good under pressure.
I know. I don't think Tiger makes my cut in this Olympics.
Yeah, but if you're taking your 4 best already and put them in the individual competition, you're taking kind of what's left over. You want the person that does
okay,
the
so this
best.
is on top of Olympic.
There's multiple golf events now,
Gotcha.
and you're putting your A squad in the individual portion of it all. And then after that, you're taking your next best 5 or whatever it would be. You're taking your next best 4 for the driving, the irons, the wedges, and the putting, right? That's your next 4 for the team portion of it. I think you got to go someone like Tiger because Tiger's body isn't going to shut down if he's not having to hit all those other shots and he's just putting. There's no one.
He is going to have to walk a lot, though. I mean, he still has to walk the whole course.
Yeah. I think he can handle the walking. It's
Yeah.
just like the constant strain on his body of swinging and walking because there's like a lot of power that comes from your legs, obviously.
Yeah.
But there's no one better on the planet of hitting good putts under pressure than Tiger. No one has a history of it like him.
Correct.
And
Or
just
gen-
imagine how awesome the U.S. team would be if it was like Bryson hitting drives. We've got, I don't know, you guys can pick the other two. We have Bryson hitting drives and Tiger hitting putts.
Yeah, see, when it comes to like specific club, like how good people are with
I mean,
specific
Scottie's the best with
clubs.
his irons. And
Do more
But he's-
Kawa irons almost.
Yeah, I'd go based off percentage.
Yeah. Wedges, I have no idea. Just
No.
pick
Phil.
one.
Phil.
Phil wedges, yeah. I don't think he'd be on the.
Why not?
It's fair.
I would also love to see like a 10 or higher handicap scramble team in the Olympics. So in order to qualify, you have to be a 10 or higher handicap, and you get 4 guys for a scramble team, and you see what country can bring back the.
I mean, we've been seeing the post all around, but it's like putting a normal person in every event just to show how good the Olympic athletes
Dude,
are.
I would. You want to talk about TV ratings? People are going to watch that.
Because you know what would happen? Eventually, at one point, the random person would beat an Olympian.
Yes.
Like
Or
accidentally.
he'd like place top 20 or something like
Right,
that.
like-
or he would just make the cut, which is, well, I don't even think that's possible.
Not in golf, I don't think. But
I don't
they
even
would
think-
beat like one person, though. There's no cut in the Olympics.
No, but I'm talking just a regular tournament. If they inserted a regular golfer, you'd almost have to just like put a scratch golfer in there.
Yeah, but I'm talking like any event, like the 100-meter dash.
Just an average person.
Yeah, but- every
I think you're
event-
just talking golf.
Just-
Every
one average
event has one regular person in it just to show how good the rest of them are. And eventually one person would do better than an Olympian.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like curling or,
So let's say like the
I don't
fucking...
know, trap shooting. You could just have a good day trap shooting.
True. And or one person, you could have 2 hits, right? And then the one person could just have a really bad day. And then all of a sudden an Olympian gets beat by an average guy.
Yeah, I mean, it would go absolutely insane online.
Mhm.
Just 3 randoms playing on the 3-on-3 basketball and just
Yeah.
get hot and just wipe the
3
US
buddies they
Yep.
pulled out from noon ball.
Yep.
Well, I mean, do you see the guy from Turkey
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yusuf?
shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Yusuf is
See what I mean?
a
He
world icon now.
blew up on the internet because of how average looking he was?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, used no assisting gear whatsoever.
Right.
Didn't have a crazy sight, no eye protection. He had little tiny earbuds instead of the big giant
Just-
technological shot mufflers.
Yeah, the hardos at that sport, they're wearing like these what looks like a robot arm.
Yeah, they look like they're
sleeve
straight
over
out of the
top their-
Matrix.
It is wild.
And Yusuf, the coolest thing about Yusuf is the hand in the pocket.
Yeah,
Just the offhand
Stabilization.
in the pocket
Yeah.
is sick.
Yep. A skills competition in Olympic golf will be sweet too. So yeah, I don't know. Drive, chip, putt. You play the fucking what do they call it? The limbo, where you have to go underneath the.
Yep.
Did they call it the limbo?
Limbo where you keep going down.
Yeah,
down,
so
down,
it's like
down.
you're like stingers off of
Oh,
the
okay.
tee, and they keep bringing it down,
Yep.
shit like that. But yeah, I mean, none of that will ever come to fruition.
I know,
It's
it
like
stinks.
fun to dream about it though.
It's weird. They give all the obscure sports a whole bunch of actual competitions, and then the major sports, there's like you get one.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah. Anyway,
It's like there's
Um,
like 12 different versions of table tennis that you can medal in, and there's
Yeah.
one of golf.
Yep.
Basketball even I guess basketball now has the 3s.
Yep.
So that has
Yep.
2. But like, why couldn't you do that with golf? Like they're doing it with basketball. There's 2 different ways you can medal in basketball now.
yeah.
Just do literally alternate shot or a 2-man scramble. It's
Yeah.
nothing hard.
Yeah.
You already have your 4 that are there. Just have them team up and do a 4-man scramble or 2.
Or
2-man
I think
scrambles.
realistically, they would, if they were to ever add a team sort of event, it would be a best ball situation.
Mhm.
I don't think they'd do an actual scramble in the Olympics, but I could see them doing a 2-person best ball. Team USA is,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Before we take a break, I have this Olympic fact for you guys. I think it's kind of wild, actually. After a dispute between England and Scotland led to British golfers boycotting the 1908 Olympic Games, George Lyon earned the gold medalist since he was the only remaining entrant in the field.
wait, what?
There's only 3 guys.
So this is worded really
So
bad.
golf has been in the Olympics since 1908.
So 1908 Olympics, there was a dispute between England and Scotland, which led to British golfers boycotting the Olympic Games that year. So George Lyon was the only remaining entrant in the field, which guaranteed him the gold medal.
Damn it.
1908.
I suppose golf, that's really the only places that golfed then.
Well, it's also one of the oldest sports ever,
Right.
if not the oldest. So,
Huh.
yeah, kind of wild.
Did they give him silver and bronze too? That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, I'll take both of those.
Congrats on first, second, and third.
Or what if
buddy.
he played 3 balls and each ball got a medal?
Yeah.
Gold, silver, bronze.
Good for him. I hope his family still has that.
Yeah, it is odd. Like people will. So did you know that the gold medal is not actually made out of gold?
It has gold casing on it.
It's gold plated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you imagine there's so many fucking sports now in this. Can you imagine how much money it would be if it was all solid gold?
but the Olympics makes billions of dollars.
Yeah, I know.
It's one of the biggest scams on earth.
What?
The Olympics?
I think it's sweet.
No, it's sweet, but from a business perspective, they don't pay anybody.
Yeah, the countries do. Yeah.
So, anyways, we won't get into that. Huge scam.
Let's
Next
take a break.
week.
Let's take a break.
Next week, the Olympics. Is it a scam? All right, we're back. Golfing with this buddy every Friday. Now he's very new to golf, and one thing that I'm teaching him is the golf etiquette aspect of the game. Because nobody knows the etiquette when you start, right? You think you show up, you just hit balls, but there's so much nuance to it. There's like golf etiquette rules that no matter what level you are, you should follow.
It's an unwritten rule that just nobody knows.
Right. Like, yeah, it's not technically against course rules, I don't think, but you're supposed to do it.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean, they should have a class. They should have one. Remember my idea?
You're right.
1 hour class at the clubhouse for a free round of golf on golf etiquette, on pace of play, on all that on all that kind of stuff. I'd use a different email. I'd use 5 different emails to sign up for this class. Get 5 free rounds of golf.
Well, with that being said, there are some rules that I don't think fucking matter. So like if you're a new golfer, like what etiquette should you actually follow? Like, what do you think about shot order? Like, if you're a new golfer, should you be following shot order etiquette?
No.
I agree 100%.
I mean,
I don't think so. Yeah, go ahead, Trevor.
it doesn't matter. Like most of the time, if you're a new golfer, you're kind of going to hit shit shots. So as soon as you're ready, just hit the ball.
yeah, ready
like
golf
just-
all the way.
Yeah. Just speed up
Exactly
pace of
where I was going
play.
with it.
It's just way better for everybody involved.
I mean, I think even when you're playing with really good golfers or experienced golfers, I think ready golf is the move. Like, the only time I ever think shot order matters is in like a competitive tournament or something like that. Or you're playing your buddy for a lot of money.
Yep.
I think one way you could approach it too is that with your cart partner, if you want to get on the same page with your cart partner and like have them, I think they would also appreciate this. But if you know you're going to be hitting some shitty shots or maybe chunk one or thin one or hit one left or whatever, just have them drop you off at your ball, grab multiple clubs. Let's say you're 150 yards out from the green, grab your 150 yard club, grab a wedge, grab your putter, and then let them go to their ball.
Yeah, so you're saying for pace of play.
Correct.
Like,
Yep.
yeah, that is an etiquette rule that matters for a new golfer, is like keeping up pace of play. We know you're learning and we want you to get better. Take drops rather than hitting 100 shitty shots.
Well, and there's 2 parts about that too. It's like, well, your playing partner doesn't have to sit there and watch you just chunk and chunk and chunk
Mhm.
and get pissed when they could be over at their ball getting ready to hit. And it's also like, I think new golfers are a lot more comfortable when nobody's watching them. So if you know that the guy in your playing partner is watching you hit this ball, it kind of could get into the back of your head a little bit and could screw some stuff up.
Yeah, I agree with that. Another etiquette rule, where are you guys at on walking in someone's line? Is that something that a new golfer should avoid, or does it not really matter that much?
I think a new golfer should be, I think they should follow that rule right away. just so that they're aware that some people might care and some people might not. Me personally, I don't really give a fuck if someone walks in my line, because one footprint indent is not, it's just not enough for me as the below average putter I am to affect that.
No, I'm 100% with you. I think the whole golf community is a little too spazzy about walking in each other's lines. Think about it. Like, people all day long have been walking in your line. You're just not on the hole with them.
And it's not like you're reading the previous group's footprints as to how you're going to hit a putt.
Yeah, and if the grass is fucked up in front of your putt, you're just going to pat it down anyway.
Yeah.
I think collectively as a golfing community, we got to chill out about walking in each other's lines. Like, no, I tell you, the first time you ever golfed, 18.
Yeah.
What was that?
No, it was my first time ever playing 18, and it was me and a buddy, and we were paired with a random duo, quite a bit older than us, probably 60s, 70s. They were an older group of gentlemen, and I was new to golf at the time, so I had no idea what golf etiquette was. Obviously, you know, everything has etiquette and unwritten rules, but you just don't know. And we were on the green, first 2 or 3 holes, walked in front of his line. I wasn't wearing spikes because I was new. I just had tennis shoes on. He grabs my shoulder, pulls me in real close, and just goes, "Hey, buddy, we don't do that."
God, I hate that.
And like, I was like, we don't do what? Like, I don't even know.
What did I do?
That's the thing, because I'm just walking. He wasn't lining up his putt. His ball was just there. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't standing over it, looking his shot down at all. Yeah, that was quite frustrating. And I literally, from there on, played like the worst round of my life. And they're trying to
you killed your vibe early.
Right. And like, I think there's definitely better ways to go about it. I think it's fine if he wants to tell me that bothers him, but it's like, don't touch me. And
see, like,
yeah, I mean, that's assault. That's battery.
Yeah.
Battery, unwanted touch.
Don't, like, hey, buddy,
Russell.
we don't fucking touch each other. Get your hands off me.
Yeah. Yeah, good thing Tyler wasn't the guy who got touched.
I would have told him to buzz off if I saw him grab my friend and pull him in. Like, you could just tell him that you don't want him to walk in your line.
Right.
We don't got to get handsy, old man.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting in the next. Okay, so I feel like the boomer generation, they're the very traditional, like, gentleman's game type of golfers. They follow every piece of etiquette. It's going to be very interesting in the next, say, 20 years when this COVID boom of golfers gets to be in the 40s and in their 40s and 50s, just to see how the etiquette and what matters changes.
See if we get grumpy too.
Yes.
Or if we're just going to be chill old guys.
Exactly.
I mean,
I think there will definitely be a shift in etiquette. I mean, there's still going to be the etiquette that matters, but I think it's going to be a lot more relaxed.
Yeah. I think it's even been ingrained in me. Like, I won't walk in someone's line if I can avoid it.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Or at least
Like,
do a
I'll
little
do that
step over.
Yeah, you do
where
that
it's
stupid long step. You have no idea if you're actually stepping over their line or not, but it looks like you are.
It's the thought. It's all that matters, to the thought.
But like, I just think that we got to chill out on that. Mm-hmm. Nobody's doing it on purpose. And even if they are, they probably don't know that that's an etiquette rule.
Do you guys think that you should ask your playing partners if they want the pin pulled or not?
Yeah, I like that. I like when people ask. I never say yes. I just say, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I do like being asked. I never ask it, so maybe I should start.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be mad if somebody doesn't ask.
Yeah, I'm not going to be either. Because if I want the pin pulled, I'll usually I'll ask myself as the one putting. So I don't necessarily think, I don't know, some people who are like getting ready to hit a putt, they just expect someone else on the green to pull the pin.
Right. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, you can, if you want the pin pull, you can pull it yourself.
Exactly.
You shouldn't expect someone to do it for you.
Yeah.
But if you are going to be the one to pull, that's when you ask the group, like, you guys mind if I pull it? No one's going to mind.
Yeah, correct. When I've even had people ask me like, hey, do you mind if I pull the pin? And I'm the one that's going to putt. And I'll just be like, no, you can leave it in. Because I would prefer to putt with the pin in than with it out. Data says otherwise.
There's like, especially the only way I'll keep it in if somebody asks is if I'm like 30 feet, like,
And you're
Yeah.
uphill.
and it's
Yeah.
like I can't
Yeah.
really see where the hole is. So yeah, keep it in.
Or you're just
Yeah.
like, you know that this ball is going to be cruising. You
Uh-huh.
want a little something extra to maybe slow
just
it
a
down.
backstop.
Yeah. I think another piece of etiquette that should be followed, whether you're a new golfer or you're a seasoned vet, is if you're the one who waves the bev cart down, it's an automatic that you ask everyone else if they want something.
For sure. I'd like to add on to that. If you're the one waving the bev cart down, you should be the one that go up to it.
Oh, for
'Cause
sure.
You've already made that initial contact. This last weekend, Jade waved the bev cart down and then just ignored her, and she drove right by us because he still had to putt. But it's like, you're the one that waved her down. And so then I had to be like, come back.
That's insanity.
Yep.
Maybe he just knew, maybe he knew her.
He
Maybe
waved
just
at
waving
her, and then no, we discussed it. We're like, we want drinks. We want drinks. Yep. He waves the bev cart. She sees it, and then he just stopped looking at her and started lining up his putt. And then she's like, what the fuck? Kept going. I'm like, no, please come back. And then he proceeded to order 4 canned margaritas.
Jesus.
We were on hole 15.
Jade.
That checks out, honestly.
Yeah. And he
Yeah, I
had
mean,
a-
it doesn't surprise me at all.
I think he was stocking
But-
up for the next round because he was going to golf again right after. So, man, I don't know, but it was a wild move.
Okay, then.
Good times though. But yes, I 100% agree. Pull the group. If one of my buddies waved the bev cart down and then just bought a drink for himself and the bev cart drove away, I don't think I'd ever forgive him. That's just something you don't do.
That feels like
Yeah.
almost like borderline illegal
It,
to just not even be like, hey, you guys want anything? Just be like, I'll take this. It's like, yep, that's it. We're good. Thanks. See ya.
yeah, I just don't think that though it's never happened to me. And if
Right.
it did, I would be at a loss of words.
You're playing with the wrong people if that happens, dude.
Like, Ryan, can you imagine if you, me, and 2 of your buddies are golfing? I go up to the bev cart. You guys are still finishing up on the green. I order 1 singular beer for myself and be like, all right, get on out of here.
Even if I didn't want anything either. It's like,
it's the whole premise of it all. And it's like, oh,
That's
sorry, did you
insanity.
guys want something?
yeah.
That never crossed my mind.
And even like, I don't know, even if you're short on cash or something, just be like, I feel like everyone, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like everyone kind of expects to pay for their own drinks, but then it's just like, it's the courtesy of just paying for all
Oh,
of
no.
them.
It's
And
totally a one bill, pay them back situation.
Yes, correct. If you're splitting that into 4 separate bills, I mean, you want to talk about pace of play.
I mean, I think that the only person that benefits from that is the bev cart would probably love it because they get more tips that way.
Yep, definitely. Where are you guys at in terms of letting the guy who had the best score on the last hole tee off first?
Yeah, the
Have
shot
on-
order thing.
Have honors on the tee box.
Yeah, I think it only matters. The only time I ever care about it is if someone got a birdie
Okay.
or you're in a competitive tournament. It's
Yep.
just like, it's just a fun tradition. Does it really matter? No. But if my buddy gets a birdie, he's got to go first. It's tradition
Yeah.
because it's a fun little, like, put the pressure on your pal that just played good.
My favorite thing to do is just get up to the tee box, and if like we have a rough hole as a group, just say, let's just mix up the order. Something's not working here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that.
Especially
too.
scrambling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
One rule, one piece of etiquette that every golfer, especially new golfers, need to learn and need to do every single time is repairing your divots.
Ball marks.
Pitch marks.
Well, both.
Pitch marks.
Both. Fix your pitch marks, fix your divots. All right. So just behave yourself out there. That's all we're saying.
Ask around.
But don't behave yourself too much.
Ask questions. Just don't ask too many questions.
Yeah. Be inquisitive, but don't be annoying.
Observe versus, just observe.
Yeah.
And if you know what you're doing, don't be a fucking dick.
Yeah. That's a good note to end on. Thanks for listening. 201 episodes. Love you guys.
Yeah, we'll see you next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yep.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thursday.
The new weekly routine. Love you guys.
Yes. Love you.
Love yous.